We're going to roll here with a testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. What is going on? Happy random streaming. What is going on? Yep, audio sounds good. Let me turn off my YouTube video that's here on my phone, which I was not aware was still cranked to a level 10. Look, I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet if I want to play this game more often. I want to bring you, I'm looking over there, you folks, the quality you deserve. I'm just going to have to suck it up and set up a real streaming rig every time I want to stream, because God forbid Sony actually allows you to stream conveniently. I went off, guys, the other night. I went absolutely crazy. I was so frustrated. You know what? Let me get rid of this little bubble here, because this looks like absolute poo. I went off the other night because I tried to stream for the first time. Take this frame out here. There we go. Let's save that and see if this looks a little bit better. I think that it does. We'll just keep the game up there. So anyway, long story short, I streamed the other night from my PlayStation 5 for the first time. I was excited. I was ready to go. I thought, hey, I'm going to do some subtle streaming, stealth stream style, which just means I got my headset on. I can talk to you, but you're not going to see this ugly mug on mic, on mic. You're not going to see this ugly mug on camera because I don't feel like setting up my capture card. I don't feel like setting up my PC. I really don't want to set up these lights. I don't want to do this audio, which I got to set up every time. This microphone, get all this stuff plugged in. I don't want to shoot off from XSplit and get this template going and all that goes into that. And my first experience with streaming on the PlayStation 5, kind of like everything up to this point with the PlayStation 5 in general, was absolutely awful. I take that back. There is one good thing about the PlayStation 5. You guys have heard me talk about it. It's this controller. Otherwise, the PlayStation 5 has been nothing but an utter and total disappointment in every sense of the word. So not only did it not capture my audio for 2 hours, even though I tested my audio and it seemed to be coming through just fine, the quality was absolute poop. Ran a speed test. I have gig internet. Speeds were fine. What came out on the other side of the pipe was total garbage. So also, I thought to myself, hey, I should be able to at least show my XMB, right? Like this. I should be able to show people, hey, here are the games I have installed on my, here are the games that I got installed on my system, right? I want to show you guys some videos. Oh, let me just hop into my, media gallery here, and I can show you the stuff that I've been collecting, right? Oh, here's a cool video from Ghost of Tsushima, whatever it is. And the first thing that I thought was, oh, it's next generation. There's no way there's still a limitation on that. Of course they'll let me go out to my XMB. Nope. You'll see on the stream that the screen goes to a generic screen of a microphone showing me talking, and it says on my screen that big message which I saw on PS4, same one. Yeah, only your voice is recording. Absolutely nothing about the PlayStation 5 is convenient. Nothing about the PlayStation 5 isn't, well, for the most part, impressive, given the amount of money that they're asking for this system. At least right now, could improve over time. I'm sure it will. My streaming experience has been absolutely abhorrent. So I want to play Horizon. I want to play Horizon regularly. Unfortunately, it looks like the 4 or 5 times a week that I'm going to have to do this, or that I need to do this in order to get through this game in any reasonable amount of time, is going to have to be done the old-fashioned way, which is hooking everything up, because I can't even connect a third-party webcam to my PlayStation 5, because they say, well, if it's not a crappy $60 PS5 camera, which, by the way, is absolutely god-awful in every single sense of the word, you can't use a webcam. So I can't even keep it simple and just pop a quick webcam in there like I can on an Xbox Series X. I've got to use Sony's terrible one. I'm not doing it. So streaming experience was important for those of you who tuned in a few nights ago. I apologize for that. Let me do something real quick here and we'll jump right on in. I only got a couple hours tonight. It's a weeknight, but we'll get going. So let's head over to, let's see, devices. Yep, I want to make sure that I am got the ability for you to hear my game as well. Yep. Capture card audio looks good. So we're going to hop right on into some Horizon. Thank you for taking the time. I see someone's in here now. I know that you guys do also watch on the other side as well when this is not live. So I appreciate the views there and the support. We're going to go ahead and hop right on into Horizon tonight. My rant for right now is over. But I was very, let's say, frustrated that those 2 hours of constant talking, none of it came through. The stream quality was poop. It was a good test to see what the PS5 was capable of. And unfortunately, it looks like it's intentionally been made to be absolutely horrendous and terrible. No excuse whatsoever for Sony to have not allowed you to stream through your OS properly, to continue to intentionally put limitations on the player to prevent them from doing things in a convenient manner, or God forbid, use a third-party product that's not branded Sony. But I digress. So here we are. I have picked up right where I left off, which was liberating my first bandit camp. Guys out there, if you cannot hear the audio, let me know. I think it should be okay. Let me go ahead and talk to this person here, and I will bring up my stream just to make sure, and then we'll get started. I'm just going to roll around this beautiful open world, kill some stuff, use my spear to, kill pretty much anything that moves, because that's what I like to do. That's what I have to do. I can't just rock the bow. I'm getting more used to the bow, but I'm going to be honest with you, like using this spear and performing a colonoscopy with it on these machines is absolutely satisfying as beep. It's great. Unlocking kind of the spear side of things and focusing on leveling that spear up, and then also using that critical hit ability, getting that knockback ability, and then just using a crit, pretty much critting every single time. It's kind of made, at least up to this point, combat child's play, but so satisfying, so much fun. The honeymoon phase, I would say, is over about 10 hours into the game. There's been some really good things. There have been some negative things. Traversal remains an absolute chore for the most part. There's some stereotypical underworld or open world pinnings underneath here, but, some really cool, unique takes. I had a lot of fun taking down that, or not taking down, but climbing that long neck for the first time last week, or the last stream that I played, and it was just really nice to see that climbing, at least in that aspect, was specifically designed, it appeared, for the player to be able to do a good job. So let's do this. Where is there we go, skill. So right here under the Brave, picked up light spear attacks, have an increased chance to knock off armor and components. Hard to argue with that. I absolutely love it. Precision, light spear attacks have a greatly increased chance to knock off armor and components. Sign me up. And then this one. This one is just absolutely gorgeous, man. Heavy spear attacks will knock down enemy machines faster. And not only does it knock them down faster, pretty much every enemy I've come across up to this point, which is admittedly still early, is getting knocked down in one shot. And then I just casually walk up to it like the badass that I am, Aloy, who is just such a great character, someone I really enjoy, someone I'm rooting for, someone who I'm thoroughly invested in from a character development standpoint, which is shocking to me. Love watching her just slowly saunter up and then in the face. It's been addictive. It's been good. Picked up some other things here. I was really happy that that they tied to this traveler tree the ability to pick up items mounted. That was one of the things that was driving me a little bit bonkers too. I was talking a little bit about that, which wasn't picked up on the last stream. But essentially, I was just saying, man, I'd really like. Actually, you know what? This. Yeah. Okay. So we're good. I was saying, man, I just like, I can't stand open world games, kind of like Red Dead Redemption, where you have to get off your horse or your whatever animal you happen to be on, or however you're transporting yourself across these massive worlds, and you have to every single time pick something up. It's kind of a pain in the booty. I'm not gonna lie. Let me check my settings here. I'm not really hearing anything coming out, so we're gonna pop speech up, music up, and let me just make sure we're coming through nice and clear here. Thank you for taking the time to check in tonight. This is gonna be a good couple hours here. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight.
And randomly, Tucker Carlson tonight just decided to pop up on my phone for no reason. Didn't click anything. Trying to get me banned, huh? Let's see. I don't know why I can't really hear much here from the. Can't really hear the game. Can you guys hear the game? It's kind of odd. Give me 1 second just to make sure that my capture card audio should be coming through. There should be no issues with my audio. You know what? Let's knock up our settings here. Sorry for the false start here. If I had a flag like the NFL, I'd toss it for false start like I do every freaking time I play. Let's get speech up, sound effects up. Let's see. Okay, now we'll be able to tell. Let's see. Swim and do a little sound test here. Oh, it sounds pretty good. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Hopefully this mix will stay. That'll be good. Let's get back to it at this point. Go back to settings. And now we'll just drop this down. There we go. 80 and 80. And we'll see how it goes from there. So, thank you guys again for taking the time to check out the stream. What we're going to do is go to Sona's last known location, which is God knows where. I can't remember. I was too busy shooting bandits in the face at point blank range repeatedly. The amount of bandits that were in that camp was concerning. And then I realized I could just kind of use different traps and different tricks in my bag to pull them out into the open and just absolutely wreck their face. It was really, really fun. So let's head up here. It looks like it's only about 200 meters away. But yeah, certainly enjoying the game. There's that long neck that I tackled last time, which is a really cool play. I really enjoy the play there on your stereotypical open world towers, except this one's moving and you also unlock a file every time you take one down, which I absolutely love. I keep saying take one down as if like you're taking them out, but nope, they're impenetrable. I tried it. I shot stuff. Aloy will I think make a comment.
I can't even make a dent in that thing.
I can't even make a dent in that thing. I mean, can we talk for a second about just how cool the scenery is here? Seeing this thing amble around, man, this is like, and hearing it before I saw it was such a cool moment. It was like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park making an appearance. I was like, what is that? Why is my screen shaking? Felt like I needed a little cup of water there just to kind of hammer home the point of how cool that moment really was. But love that unique take on just that open world style of mechanic, right? With, oh, well, here's a tower in Breath of the Wild. Here's a tower in Assassin's Creed. You know, and in this one, it's a moving tower. Still serves the same purpose, but you're also unlocking files as well after you hack into their dome. It's pretty sweet. Hard to argue with. So I'm rocking level 11 at this point. Hopefully the stream quality's coming in. It looks like it's pretty good.
The war chief stopped here.
Here we go.
So where did she go next?
Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and mute my audio here. All right, let's see what we got to see. All right, we're going to go down this way, huh? I'm hoping to unlock some type of repelling ability if I can. That'd be pretty sweet. Not sure if that'll be a thing or not, but if I can get an ability to get down quickly that's not a zip line, I will welcome that very, very much. Looks like this is something I already picked up. And this, yeah, this kind of concerned me last time, to be open with you, to be honest with you. I just picked up here a text data point. And given how huge this world is and the fact that these are, I mean, this one, I mean, look where they decided, look where Guerrilla Games decided to place that. I can't even find it again. I'm standing right over it. Oh, snap. Yeah, watch her. How about you calm down? So watch this. Boom. Down, and then you just slowly saunter up and right in the freaking game. Actually, no, that was more in the guttural region. So if there were entrails, they would have fallen out at that point. So let's go ahead and just roll up to where Sonia was. Or Sana. I guess I needed to investigate that area. Didn't do a very good job of it. I'm all over the place tonight. I'm tired. I'm annoyed. I just saw earlier a giant millipede that ran by, and I haven't seen one of those in years. So I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see it, and if I feel something crawl up my leg, I will
going on after the ambush.
I will run and scream in unnatural ways.
Dressings for wounds. The runner wasn't the only one who got hurt. Might be a blood trail I could follow.
So doing a lot of this kind of trailing type of stuff. I like that you can tag your trail, which is cool. In a lot of other open world games, you kind of have to keep your eyes like on the ground, or you have to keep your highlighted option open to be able to see it. It's nice that you can tag it and simply pull down that focus that Aloy rolls with.
Boots and blood.
And just follow it accordingly. It makes things a little bit easier on the player. It's a bit more convenient. I dig it. Hard to argue with it. Ooh, little spatters of blood. I wonder if I fall down there, if I die. Well, we're about to find out, I guess.
Might regret this.
Might. Regret what? Oh, that's the long neck here. I'm sitting here thinking it's another T-Rex or some sort of machine site discovered. Fellow. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's still the. There we go. Oh man, I love that. I love seeing that long neck, man. Just in the, like through the trees right now, with the volumetric god rays popping in, like that is just beautiful.
I'm already gone.
All right. So let's see. Traversal remains a real problem for me. Not really. I shouldn't say a real problem. It remains a real pain because you can only. Holy crap! What was that? I am down for whatever that was. Let me back up here and see what we got on our hands. All right, I'm getting excited. Let me calm down a little bit. Oh my God! Run, run, run! They don't see you. You are Aloy, which means that you've got red hair just like that bush. Hang out here in this bush like a creeper, smelling like pea soup. Fire Bellowback, level 18. Don't think I'm gonna engage with this just yet. Maybe I can override it though. Well, I guess I can't. Don't want to be spotted by this. So where are we gonna roll here? Let's see. Yeah. So it looks like level gating is a thing in this game. It's not really a go anywhere you want, even though it kind of appears and feels that way. Because there have been a number of enemies I've come across that are far... Hey, was that a rabbit? Yeah! I'll tell you one thing, it really never gets old seeing that classic Guerrilla Games style score pop up on the screen. I love that, man. It feels very Killzone-y in a third-person way, which is not what I was expecting. Vacuum, you die. But yeah, no, that's something that, and also something I'm really getting sick and tired of. I'll just be flat out honest with you, is constantly making room in my resource pack for new things. I've expanded it a couple times here at this point, and it's just driving me crazy. I hate games where I have to, well, I don't hate games for this reason alone, but I hate when I have to constantly juggle my inventory, make decisions on the fly about what I'm carrying, unless we're talking about a classic survival horror title, a la your older Resident Evil titles, Silent Hills, those types of games, where resource management is a key component of the game itself. Totally different story, right? You know that going in, that adds to the survival horror aspect of those titles. But in an open world game like this, where they just pepper and season this open world with just collectibles and, oh, I don't know what those are, but let me go over here. With pickup, you know, icon galore, it's it kind of gets old real fast having to do that. So I do like that I can see through walls here. Let's see, Corrupted Watcher level 12. All right, let's take a look at this. I do have the ability to take less corruption damage. Now, this is the first time I'm coming across corruption. Override is impossible. Okay, I really dig that. So it looks like there's a grazer there on the left. You've got your sawtooth there in the middle, and then you got your watcher on the right, but they're red. So I like the use of color. Game still continues to impress me with their color palette, kind of how they tie this to game mechanics and kind of the different way that they use, you know, just these different colors throughout the game to indicate certain things. And now mechanically, it looks like anything in the field I come across that I've kind of got these red wires rolling through them. We're going to be dealing with corrupted enemies. Corrupted machines are more powerful and aggressive than in their original forms, making for extremely dangerous opponents. So I'm going to go ahead and get smoked by these. I mean, I got to practice and get better, right? So let's tag these guys up. Looks like we got Corrupted Watchers.
Keep quiet now.
And I'm going to go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to pop out the Carja Sling. I haven't used this yet. I've used it maybe once or twice. I've got some traps that I could use that I haven't used before. I do like you've got that quick wheel on the bottom left there. So let's go ahead here and I don't know if freezing is going to be the way to go. Let's go ahead and roll with a shock bomb.
Machine's quick.
Oh, that shock, man. That shock certainly. Oh, I can't climb. I keep forgetting I can't climb the environment. Oh, I hate that. I really do not like traversal. Let's see if I missed it. See if we get a knockdown and then a crit. That's how we do it. So here comes a knockdown and then that crit. And I'm telling you, like at this point, there is. Oh, I'm taking damage. Oh, the corruption damage is wrecking my face. All right. Okay, I see how it works. Oh my, this is just. I'm gonna just walk this way and just let the sun go down behind the mountains. I mean, guys, once I get an electrician in here in the current situation we're dealing with, to get an electrician in here, he's gonna hook up my gig internet hardwired over here. And when that happens, I will finally be able to stream and show you, if you got a 4K monitor, exactly how beautiful this looks. Just stunning. And then the music's swelling and playing a role as well, a very important one. I don't know what I just did, but can I pick these traps up? No, I got to have the ability to do that. So I really like this concept of more dangerous enemies, but I'm telling you right now, I've just been rolling straight up spear, knockdown. And yeah, there's that resource issue I was talking about. And I need metal burn, so here I go. Something I spent 2 hours doing the other night. I'm simply going to pop into my resources and just make a decision. So I've just been getting rid of anything that has anything to do with resistance potions, because I haven't really found a use for that yet. We saw that corruption just lit my day up, so maybe I should start holding on to those things and crafting up some potions with them. But you know, for right now, I'm just not really going to mess with these because I'm not far enough into the game that this is really an issue or a thing. So let's go ahead and get rid of those and pick up this metal burn, which I know I need to get for some kind of upgrade. I can't remember which one off the top of my head. But yeah, so I'd say a strong mixture of good and bad. I would give right now. I mean, I went early on. into just this game is phenomenal. It's amazeballs. It's great. All that good stuff. And then, oh my gosh. Just like the way that the moon is coming up and the rays coming through the fog. And here's the thing. I mean, for this to be impressing me is really saying something, given the fact that I'm in the middle of Ghost of Tsushima, or really getting close to the end of Ghost of Tsushima, and nothing is, yeah, and I say that, and yet I'm just looking at this like, but it's not really fair to compare this to a game that came out 4 years later, right, or 3 years later, or however long it was. But I mean, even compared to Ghost of Tsushima, this is just blowing my mind. And I don't think anything will ever beat Ghost of Tsushima in the art direction and graphical department. That game on the PlayStation 5 and coming out of the PlayStation 4 Pro, where it was already incredibly impressive, is the best looking game I've ever played. And it just happens to also be one of the best open world games I've ever played as well. So the fact that Horizon is hanging around and being mentioned in the same breath as Ghost of Tsushima pretty much tells you all you need to know about how I feel about Horizon thus far, warts and all. So I would at this point give this a solid 8.75 to a 9. Again, only 10 hours in. It's early. I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to experience, but I could see myself playing this and enjoying it for the next 100 hours for sure. So let's see what we got here. Let's see what Sonya did. Plot twist, it's Sonya Blade from Mortal Kombat. I don't think the universe could handle that amount of awesome, let's be honest. So, not expecting it, and if it did, my head would explode on cam. Robot Dinosaurs, still not the biggest fan, but I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm already starting to kind of lose my... I love the little smirk. Hey. So I'm already starting to kind of lose my sorry, I'm into this. Give me a second. What up?
You're lucky I happened by. One heartbeat more, and that sawtooth would have torn you apart.
Incorrect, ma'am.
Half a heartbeat more and I would have killed it myself. So you're War Chief Sona? Varl asked me to find you.
Has he held the gate?
Sure has.
He has, bravely. I saw him kill a corrupted machine himself. But he worries for you.
Our tribe.
So it just continues. It just continues to impress me how this. It should not be feeling significantly different from your Assassin's Creed of the world as far as how conversations are carried out, and you know the way that you're kind of doing these very stereotypical open world games. But it does, and I'm trying to figure out why that is. I think in this, oops, I just switched my TV off by accident. I think one of the reasons here. Let me hop into Bauer Babble for a minute, because if you guys know anything about me, this is also a bit of a podcast as well. So apologies for kind of hopping back and forth. But I think it's the expressions. So the expressions in this game are really interesting in that sometimes they border on uncanny valley, where you're like, that doesn't look natural. But it never quite gets to that point. And then by the end of the conversation, you're just like, at least I've been feeling like, holy crap, like, the little smirk that Aloy just gave to that character, or that, the way that NPC looked at her, tells me all I need to know about whether they're a savory character or not. I've just been really impressed with how the conversations have carried out, minus some voice acting in the NPC department for some of these side quests. There was one that was so bad where the dude's like, I'm going to jump. And I was like, please let that be an option so I can stop the voice actor from continuing to deliver his lines. It was really bad, but I'm not going to nitpick over things like that. You're not really going to expect an NPC or a major character quality, right, to your NPCs and open world games that are this massive with this many quests to do and those kinds of things. I'm just looking for some interesting side quests. And so far, from a conceptual standpoint, I've seen that. I've been really happy with that. But the combat loop has been fantastic. As I keep mentioning over and over and over. And the robot dinosaur thing, I'm starting to kind of see past it already. And that's probably what shocks me the most. I kind of started off being like, this is so cringe. And I still don't like the concept, but the way that these enemies have reacted to me, the way that they have challenged me. I mean, I thought that first boss fight, I forget what it was. What was that called here? The let's see. Yeah, this corruptor. Oh, okay. So I guess that's what's corrupting other enemies. The Metal Gear Colonel. This enemy was kept me on my toes so much and was so difficult. I thought that I was meant to lose the fight, and I wasn't. And I ended up somehow skating by without dying even once. And my hands were shaking. My hands were sweating. My heart was beating a little fast. And that's when I realized the game kind of had me in its clutches a little bit. So
the sin of the ancients is
just, you know, just such a strong effort. You know, whether the story ultimately pays off or not, not really the point. I think at this point I'm in for the long haul with this title. Let me just make sure I'm picking up some of the things that I need to. I don't want to be filling up this resource satchel yet again. But yeah, very, very impressed. 8.75 to a 9 right now for my far too early impressions 10 hours in. Let's hit up a quick save here on the campfire. Something that I have heard from some people who have watched the streams is that the game is performing better. It looks like it's loading faster, and that's been, I think, the biggest benefit outside of the controller of owning a PS5 up to this point. Absolutely, games that were playable on PS4, so your PS4 games natively play better on your PlayStation 5, sometimes by a huge margin, and others by a smaller margin, but still noticeable, you know, level. That's been awesome. I've really enjoyed that. You know, so whether the developers have specifically planned for that or not, or have released a PS5 specific version of these games, they're going to look and play better to some extent, and sometimes to a staggering degree. Ghost of Tsushima being the top example that I can think of that. But outside of that, man, the system just, if you're out there struggling to get a PS5 and you're upset you haven't had one, or you had a chance to get one, honestly, 100% don't be. You're not missing out on anything right now. The controller is awesome. It's not worth spending all the money on a new system for. Having enhanced versions of PS4 games, really cool, but not worth owning a system for. It is not worth the hoopla right now. I would give this a 6 out of 10, and I'll have a video coming in the near future where I kind of talk about this and give a 6-month review of the system and kind of all the ways that it's falling short. So let's look at this supply crate. I love that I'm constantly picking up, you know, different boxes and those types of things. And I love that every merchant has a free sample box. That makes my heart sing. I love it.
The enemy and their demonic machines outnumber us, but we will have fury on our side.
We could have more than that.
Explain.
That's Blaze. What we used to burn, they used to blast. It's how they dug out this pit.
So we put fire to it and then?
Boom.
Then let us begin.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity there for that character to say, and boom goes the dynamite. So I'll say it for you. And boom goes the dynamite.
All right. Let's see what you can do.
Sonia, I'm not going to be honest with you. I wasn't paying attention. Destroy the blaze containers. Optional. All right. Well, where are the blaze containers? People on stream are like, Bauer, she literally just told you. Literally just told you in a cutscene. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? It's just how it goes sometimes. Sometimes my ADD and my ADHD and all that good stuff play a role.
Saving these for the trail.
Me being an awful, awful game player. I have the attention span of a goldfish. Destroy the blaze containers. Alright, so if I hit up this... Let's see, if I hit up this... Oh, dear Lord.
Well, here I
Oh! Bad enemy, dude. Didn't know there was a bad enemy. Oh, that's cool. I'll just loot that cultist, though. Oh, snap. just like the level of satisfaction is real. Like with that knockdown and then that crit hit is just so real. Let me see how quickly I can. So I also like that I can. Here we are. I mean, this is just. I gotta learn to get out of that corruptor, that corruption AOE. I did not mean to use that. I used a potion on top of my medicine pouch because I thought I had it. It's one of my good potions too. Oh, so the corruption slows you down too. I like that. That adds another little layer of things. Looks like people are trying to wreck my day with bows from a distance. Not just any old bows. Alright, dude. You die! Excuse me, is that not a headshot? Those guys have lots of life. Is that an enemy right there? Excuse me! That AI is not good. That's fine. Get under It's so satisfying. That's the first time I've done it on a human. That's what she said. Alright. That's not what she said. Here we are! Slag shine glass. Alright, so I'm going to switch up to the fire arrow here and just see the kind of damage. Doesn't look like we're doing too much damage. I think a lot of that reason is because I've just not spent... I have zero interest in anything other than using this spear to perform colonoscopies. That's just how I want to roll. I just, man, the stealth and the bow style of gameplay is cool. I'm liking it a lot more in this game than I typically do with stealth, but I just don't really have an interest when melee is this satisfying. Unleash the power of shadow. I want to make sure I don't hit this, but I'm going to shoot it. There we go. All right.
No mistakes.
No mistakes. Pick up some health. That's good because I blatantly wasted a potion earlier, and I'm not feeling that. I think what I'm also really happy about in this game is that the combat at times has felt really challenging. When I first kind of unlocked this heavy attack and then the crit hit and all that stuff, I was like, this is going to be easy mode, and that's fine. As long as I die once in a while, I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. But it's gotten, as I mentioned earlier, that first boss fight. It's no joke. So is this guy still on fire? All right, it's time to end this, dude. You die. You die, and you go to hell. Slowly but surely burning. All right, come on. Oh, that was. I thought he was in the bush. I thought he was creeping out in the bush, and that's not happening. Okay, this is. There we go. That was, frankly, a little embarrassing. All right, Sonya, let's roll. Oh. I think I got this up in the function this down here. All right. Metal shards, don't mind if I do. I do dig the currency in the game. It's just something about the word shard. I don't know what it is. Awfully close to shart. So, the difference a letter makes, am I right? Plus 25% fire coil. I'm really liking the mods in this game. I'm not a fan of the small incremental percent stuff. Like that's never been kind of my draw.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Okay. That's never really been my draw to games like these. Is, oh, this one's got 3.5% and this one's got 6%. That kind of just gets on my nerves more than anything, to be honest with you. But, you know, picking up a mod there with plus 25%, that's got some oomph behind it. I can dig that. That's a significant upgrade in a damage type, and I can see myself putting out a couple different builds, especially when you mix it with, you know, kind of essentially your armor system, which doubles up as a cosmetic system as well. So I'm hoping to see some kind of transmog system in here at some point. You know, I think right now what's holding me back the most is kind of this resource pouch, as well as the lack of ability to climb things. So at least here I can upgrade it a bit. Plus 20 capacity, nice. So I picked up 5 rich meat, which is what I was waiting for. Need 2 boar bones. So we'll make sure to take out any boars I come across to continue increasing this pouch. But I think this is going to be an issue that plagues me throughout this game, or drives me a bit insane. But let's see. We get okay. It's not bad. So it gives us an additional 20 spots. I can roll with that. That's something I can work with for now. Check back with me in 35 seconds after I've picked up everything within the next 10 yards. Because there are so many things to pick up in this game. Let's see here. Oh, there she is. Let's check over here first. Pick up a supply crate.
This wasn't all the killers. I counted more at the War Party massacre.
So at least we're getting a little bit of
I have to chase their filthy
little bit of
shadows
revenge here.
to Spear's reach. I will.
You're hurt. Losing blood.
My health is not your concern.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
one
I
doubts
really don't
your
care.
determination, but you need rest.
She's right, War Chief. Give your wounds time
Bauer,
to
you...
close.
Dude!
Paul,
Yeah,
what are
dude, you
doing
totally
here?
abandoned the gate. What are you doing,
I ordered
man?
you to hold that gate with your life.
Okay, so let me get real for a second. Something also that's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Let me move this light back a little bit. Oh, right in my face. So I've done some of the cutscenes or some of the side quests in the game, and I've always so something that always kind of takes me out of the immersion a little bit in these games. When you do a side quest and you talk to someone like, "Oh, I can't come with you. I can't help you with finding all 5 chia pets," you know, or whatever the side quest needs to be. And then you get to the end of it and you're talking to someone, and then just the NPC that you were talking to 1,000 yards back just meanders into the scene out of bum F nowhere. Also kind of when like your hero is saved by like super convenient circumstances, The Last of Us Part 2, you know, where every time they're about to die, you know, the villain monologues or something happens where the ground breaks, things that are just really obvious like that. And kind of, I've seen some of that here. It's been noticeable enough that it's like, I just kind of roll my eyes at it, like Varl here. We spent all this time talking about how important it is for Varl to guard the gate, guard the Fig Newtons that are behind the gate. Varl, he's doing all this stuff. He says, "I can't go with you." So here I go clear out a bandit hive here. And, you know, then he just kind of pops out of nowhere. It's just like, "What up?" Not a big deal, a nitpick, but something I wanted to at least note here. It's just kind of a personal pet peeve of mine. And if you haven't picked up on this, I got quite a few of those. So anyway, we're going to continue along here. Let's see, we're at 10:49. Yeah, I got some time here. I appreciate you guys hopping in and spending some time here with Bauer as we take a look at you know, part 4, essentially my 4th stream of Horizon Zero Dawn, which has overall been fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. Even though you're going to hear me talk about some of the negatives, the game is so far definitely more than the sum of its parts. No question at all. So I kind of feel like in a lot of ways I'm already eating my words here 4 years later. Let's continue.
And so I did, until the runner you sent returned with news of his encounter with Aloy and your location. I left the gate well guarded. My place is here, with you. With our vengeance. Am I not owed that?
Maybe
That was
I should
kind of
have
an
a look
awkward
around,
turtle moment
see if
there.
I can figure out
A
where
little
the
bit
rest
of
the
too
killers
long of a
are.
pause there, Varl.
Do as you wish. Everyone else does.
Mother.
Oh, snap, that's his mom. Cool. Hey, will this hurt you? Oh, snap. What you can shoot? What you can do? What you can do? Oh, sorry. I need to switch to the fire. Nope. Well, I tried. Do you approve of me now? Yo, she won't even face me. Yo. Okay. You know what? I'm done. You won't even look at me. That's when I know to leave. Now, this was fun. This is a cool little area. pretty different from any of the other areas I've come across. You still got kind of the same aesthetic, but it feels significantly different. I'll be really interested to see if the game continues to feel unique in the locations it has you exploring. In fact, let me take a look here just to make sure there's nothing I'm missing, because I'm kind of, I'll be honest, I'm kind of concerned here with the amount of data points I'm finding, just like in bushes out in the open world, with how huge this world is. Tracking them all down, if you know, for players and gamers that are really into world building, into the lore and those types of things, doing that without a guide is going to be a significant challenge.
Need a lead. Focus might find something.
Okay, so I do need to use my focus. I do, and I do like the way that Aloy talks, or Aloy talks. I'm going to continue to call her Aloy, or Alloy. God, it's that one of those nights. But I really do enjoy the amount that she talks. She doesn't quip too much. It's just enough, and it's never overbearing or annoying or anything like that. I've really enjoyed her just as a character overall. I keep saying it, but I'm just truly shocked that I'm enjoying her as much as I am as a character, because I really thought she was going to be pretty one-dimensional. Okay, so here we go. I should probably pay attention to the markers instead of just running blindly into things. And all right, so here we go. Here's a data point.
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed 12 men.
And yet I lived
Here
through
in the
it.
Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning.
That doesn't sound like the best.
To control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences.
Guys, we've had a lot of accidents with these explosive barrels, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to put them all in one place. And then we're going to put people directly in their vicinity. So, just letting you know. All right.
I found something. The rest of the killers are camped inside a ring of metal. Any idea what that means?
Nope.
Damn them.
We fit.
The ring of
One
metal
of those
lies in the
hollow
ruins
rings.
of Devil's Grief. That ground is taboo.
Yo, have you ever
I
played the
will
board
return
game
to the
Taboo?
matriarchs.
You get that
Beg them
buzzer?
to make an exception.
Sorry.
There's no time
ADHD.
for that.
Blood spilled calls for blood spilled.
Down with
if
that
the ground
philosophy.
is cursed, then let our vengeance sanctify it.
You
Dude, just let me
Please,
use my
War
spear.
Chief, break the taboo.
Devil's Grief is a cursed place.
Yeah, I'm still really not into like the
Maybe
tribal
Aloy's
feel
secret
and like
blessing can
aesthetic.
protect us.
I've
I'll
never really
send
been into
scouts
that
ahead.
style, to
Our
be honest
force
with
will
you.
assemble at the cliff above Red
I do
Echo.
really like the dichotomy
launch our
between the
attack
old
from there.
world and like kind of the
Sounds like a
Stone Age,
plan.
like coming out in the beginning
you
of the
there.
game from that first Metal World ruin, back out into that, that Division Metroid style, back out into this world was really cool. So I actually like that contrast. Revenge of the Nora. Okay. A Seeker at the Gates. Yeah, this one's gonna get me. I'll go to Red Echoes and meet up with Varl and Sonya. So what's the difference between these two? They both involve. All right, I'll go talk to this Mara person. But so I like the contrast there. But I mean, this right here is a good example of. I mean, especially coming directly out of Ghost of Tsushima, this is jarring. Let me climb. But again, I mean, that is something that hurts, because when you're in combat, right, which you are very regularly in the game, and that resource pouch expansion couldn't come soon enough. But when you're in combat and the only things you can climb in the environment are the yellow marked items, and then even at that time you can't really, it kind of gets sticky. It does get frustrating. I don't. Yo, Bigsby, leave me alone. I gotta turn off this voice functionality, because for some reason Bigsby just brought up the question, what is the population of China? Where, I mean, if there's ever been proof that China's doing stuff. All right, let's back out here. Talk to Mara at Mother's Crown. All right, 593 yards away. I like that. I do really like. I can see this being divisive. I also like this these fast travel packs. They remind me of save ribbons from Resident Evil, but used for fast traveling except for fast traveling rather than instead of board. No, that's funny. Oh, yo, Thanksgiving. Oh, Right in the booty. Save ribbons, but for fast travel. I think I'm a genius for coming up with that. That's pretty obvious comparison, but I like that they did that. I would expect at some point you can unlock the ability to fast travel freely, especially as you kind of explore the world a little bit more. But you know, like I said before, the camera gets in my way. I can't believe they didn't make the decision. Honestly, I'm really surprised they didn't make the decision. So, like this camera right here, or this tree rather. Like in other games that kind of prevent this from being an issue, it will just make things transparent, right? So as you kind of run past foliage and you change your camera angle, it'll make those things transparent so they don't get in your way. My only drawback right now with the combat is that the foliage and the camera and the plants and the wildlife, all that stuff, it very blatantly gets in the way and often. It's something that, you know, I'm really surprised they didn't, that they, through all the play testing that they must have done through this before releasing it, that they didn't kind of add that filter or add that graphical ability. And it's, you know, it hasn't caused me to die yet. I'm sure at some point it will. But that's kind of another nitpick. But, you know, these little things do add up, right? I mean, they do add up. I don't say them just to bash the game because, as you guys can tell, if you tune in at all the last couple of streams, I really like this game, and it's far more than the sum of its parts, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But there are definitely some nuisances. I really love the music and just kind of walking around the environment and looking at stuff. But let's stay on the path here, and see if there's anything. I always feel the need to just check with my focus to see if there's anything around, just in case I'm missing a data point or some type of lore somewhere. I'm actually really interested in the lore, but not for the reasons that you think. It's intriguing. I don't think I'm going to be a fan of it because of how down I was on it before playing the game, but what I'm interested in is to see if they can salvage it. Like, how do you explain away robot dinosaurs? I don't know what they're going to do. And that's kind of why I'm interested. And that's it. Hey, I'm interested. That's the point. You know, regardless of why.
Feels more like a military camp.
Okay.
So many wounded. What happened to you, Hunter? Are you all right?
Oh, I'm grateful for this wound. It's a lesson I won't forget.
It's called poison ivy.
And you should heed it too.
How's that?
Pink eye.
I was chasing a galloping grazer, so intent on my prey that I didn't see where I was going. Right to the threshold of a cauldron.
All joking aside, guys, I hope you're all having a great Monday night or Tuesday night. Is it Wednesday? What day is it? Oh, I took out the garbage. It's Tuesday. Got all excited. It's just that kind of week already. All right, she said something about a cauldron. Let's see what that's all about.
A cauldron? What's that?
Ah, you're from inside the embrace, so you've never seen one. A cauldron is a sort of door, I guess. No one knows what lies beyond. Some say machines are made inside. Others think they're dens of evil, where the spirits of the metal devils linger. Same thing, I suppose.
Yo, as long as there's
Whatever they
someone
are,
I can stab with my spear,
they're
I'm down.
forbidden.
Just point. Just point. Where is it?
Where can I find this cauldron?
My point is that you shouldn't.
Then describe the place I should avoid.
You're a clever one, but not so clever as to heed my warning, I see.
Yup.
Fine. You're
Alo's so
grown.
cool.
I
I
can't
love her,
stop you.
man.
It's dead north of here, past the red drifts, built into the side of a mountain. Just remember, I told you to stay away.
Noted. Now take that ugly mug somewhere else.
Here
I
she
got a
is.
cauldron to go find.
They made her.
Investigate Drow's story. Level 8. Oh yeah, I'm more than prepared for that. So,
Come here, girl. Let's have a look at you.
I thought that was who I was just talking to. I guess that wasn't there. Okay. Kind of struggling with all the icons on my screen. It's a bit overwhelming, which I kind of expected with an open world game, but my goodness. Let's just focus. All right. Talk to all the green exclamation points. Oh, my bad, buddy. Sorry, just give me a little bit of a shave.
You're the Seeker.
Because
The one who was an
you
outcast. My hunting party.
I won't talk much about
My party
molestations tonight.
You fought the killers, didn't you? The ones that attacked in the Proving. You saved many lives.
I wish I could have saved everyone.
Did you... How far did you follow
To the grave.
What are you getting at?
To their grave.
Are you worried your hunting party has been killed?
There are worse things than being killed.
Yeah, get to the
Tell
point,
me
buddy.
what you want. Speak plainly.
Find my friends. We were so eager to fight the corrupted machines, we didn't realize we'd reached the edge of... You're a Seeker. You can enter Devil's Thirst without judgment. But please, have pity on us.
You have nothing to worry about on that end, trust me.
I do really dig how
I'll
her
see what I can
outcast
do about
history
your friends.
continues to come up and play a role in how she interacts with other characters and what she does in the game. That's really smart on Guerrilla's part. I like that it wasn't just kind of like this shoehorn story. Oh, here's an outcast and now she's a Seeker, and then like you totally forget that she was ever an outcast. It was just a reason to get you from point A to B. But no, this idea of abandonment, this theme of finding oneself and being accepted in this society, and contributing to society in spite of those things. I love those themes. I love them, and I think that she's a perfect vessel for kind of exploring that. And I think that this game so far is really female empowerment done right. It doesn't come off as shallow. It doesn't feel like it's being forced. It doesn't seem at all like Guerrilla Games is sitting there as a corporate entity just checking a box for the sake of checking a box. This is done very well, and I want to commend them for that, because far too often those things are half-heartedly thrown in, as a tick, to tick a box somewhere. Not the case at all here. Well done on that front. So let's head over to let's head over to that cauldron. I guess I got a couple more. Yeah, I got a couple. Okay, I'll go talk to this Mayra. I'll talk to these last two green exclamation points. And I'll head over to see what this cauldron thing's all about. I like your Buffalo Bill.
The snow's got a bite out here.
Dreamcatcher.
Brave!
See, right
Mother's
there, that little
Crown could
quip
make
by
use of
Aloy
your
was
bow.
cool. Snow's got a bite here.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, you are a brave, aren't you?
Nope.
We need boar skins. Our Stitcher...
All right,
workers
fetch
can't.
quest. Go
There's
kill
good
boars.
boar
I need
hunting
boars
to
for
the
more
east,
resources,
past the
so
falls.
that works out for me.
But when I saw it,
No shame in living.
No, it's... My ring had come loose.
Your O-ring?
That was my luck in the
that's not
wild.
something you
My mother's
you're gonna be able to fix here soon, buddy.
prized from a machine's jaws long past.
Oh, that
You
kind of
put that
ring.
much trust in a ring?
After all that's happened, I need luck as much as...
All right.
I'll
I
see what I can
can't take
find.
that voice acting.
If you...
All right. Let's go collect some more. Hey, buddy.
Marlin Sona near Red Echoes.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, it's you. The outcast turned seeker. I've heard you're good with bow and spear.
Yep.
Ew, some even say you're the best.
They're right.
I think I hear a challenge in there somewhere.
Oh, I see. The seeker doesn't have time for us lesser Nora. Well, I can't claim to have faced the corrupted or danced with demons, but I have earned a few sons at the hunting grounds at Valley Meet. Have you? Or maybe you're seeking...
So this guy hasn't danced with devils, demons, and instantly the only thing I can think is, I'm never gonna dance again. And you're welcome, because that song is going to be in your head now for the next
taking
week.
you that far.
Are you always like this?
Do you try to provoke everyone you talk to?
Only seekers with red hair and big reputations.
And how often do they come around?
You're the first I've seen today. If your seeking takes you to the hunting grounds, if you do, you'll know you beat me.
Consider it done.
All right, let's see what this
How
few
did you
sons
win those
is
sons?
all about.
I took down machines with 3 different types of arrows.
All right, so here we
Freeze,
got our
shock,
typical take down
and
these
fire.
enemies with these weapons.
If you aim
these
to take a
elemental
trial,
things.
you'd
Got it,
better
got it,
come
got it.
equipped.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, the other night, guys, you see me on some streams, I'll sit here and listen to this stuff and engage with it. And there are other times where I know that, look, I got to get through this game.
Of course you do.
And come out on the other end with an opinion. And I don't have time some nights, or I don't feel like, you know, it's an enjoyable stream if I'm just sitting there in dialogue the whole time. So I get the mechanics for the most part, what they're speaking to, and, you know, the kind of the backstories there aren't all that compelling. The voice acting is abhorrent at times, so I'm just going to kind of skip through that dialogue unless you guys want to see me just suffer. Which you might. Let's see, where's that Myra? Area?
Well, I hope you're looking to buy. See anything you like?
Yep. The ability to sell. Let's see. So let's get rid of anything that's ancient here. Nope, doesn't look like there's anything here that I can sell. Is there anything here? There's someone else that I'm also struggling a little bit with. You know, at what point does it make sense to upgrade and buy another, for instance, Karja Sharpshot bow, or another Karja sling, or, you know, I don't have any real sense. I mean, I get the color-coded loot system. That's very common, very basic. But, I mean, you know, you got multiple different, you know, outfits and weapons and stuff here. And I can't really tell or compare the difference between them. And when it's, you know, feels like I need to move on to something else, or if I should just keep what I've got now and continue to improve it, maybe put greater modifications into it as I get more powerful ones moving forward. I just really don't know. I need to do some research into that and see what's going on there. Looks like I can pick up this Survivor Heavy, rigged for endurance and protection against all the elements. This armor is well tested against the extremes of the sacred land. I can pick that up for a hefty price, but I just don't think that I need it, because really what we're looking at there is improved ability to resist certain elements, really across the board: fire, freeze, electric, and corruption. I don't feel like I really need that now. So, you know, maybe I pick these up over time, and then when I go into an area I know is going to have heavy enemies that are corrupted and they're going to challenge me, then maybe I switch over to a corrupted set that I've saved just for those purposes. But I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on and tinkering with. All right, let's go talk to Marja. Marja, where you at?
I can't believe such a thing.
Some things are beyond our ken.
I hear her talking to me, but I can't find where she's at. All right. A secret. Talk to Marja at the Mother's Crown. Okay, so it looks like she's over here somewhere. Oh, I guess I could look at my Skyrim-styled bar at the top, which I really haven't been doing. Okay, so she's over here. Okay, that's easier. There she is. She's kind of tucked in there, hiding in plain sight.
The saw you coming.
You're Maria. Varl told me you'd know the way to Meridian.
The Karja capital.
Oh, snap. If I get to Meridian, I get to confront the Seamus.
But their soldiers will stop you long.
You guys don't know that wrestler Seamus. This guy looks very much like him.
What I mean is there's a Karja fort that guards the pass between east and west. Word is the Karja have sealed the gate out of fear of the corrupted machines infesting our sacred land.
So if I clear out the corrupted machines, they'll open the border?
I suppose. But I can't spare any braves to help you.
Yeah, of course you can.
Who said I needed help?
I love it. Who said I needed help?
All by yourself.
Yeah, she's definitely the highlight, I think, for the game.
For your
sake? The game for me right now.
Better than good.
Is Aloy, all things considered. Yeah, I know. It's time for me to go. I'll listen to all this stuff later.
I should be going.
All right. Be careful out there, Aloy. I hope you find whatever it is you're after.
I mean, see, that's something that I can do after I end the stream. I can go back. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I can go back, and I get it. Go clear some corrupted stuff. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to head up to this cauldron area. Let's take a look at the map. Actually, no, quests side. Nope, not ancient armory. Active, investigate. There we go. Drowstar. Okay. So that looks like that is, let's see, all the way up here. Is there an area I can fast travel to that's a little bit closer? No. Oh, well, looks like I should probably do this corrupted area on my way there. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. So let's hit this campfire and then go kill some machines, get into this cauldron, then maybe see what time it is, and we'll figure out where to go from there. So, note this week, it doesn't look like I'm going to have the ability or the time this week. I have the ability, I don't have the time to get out a video. I've had a couple weeks in a row I've been able to get those weekly videos out and a weekly stream. So what I'm going to do is stream more this week than I typically do, starting here tonight on Tuesday night. May not be able to stream. I got company coming in on Friday night, but I'll be streaming different times this week. So keep your eyes. If you haven't clicked that notification icon, if you like what you're seeing here, click that bell on my channel and click all notifications, and then that way you'll be able to pick up when I go live and hop on in. And if you want to chat with me, engage with me, hit me up in those comments. I can see them, and I'd love to talk with you. But let's get back to what you're here for, which is me absolutely murdering these grazers with my spear.
You can see the corruption coming in smoke.
It is just. It is just. Oh! That was about as close as it gets. That felt like it should be some kind of perfect dodge. I really, man, I just really dig that they dropped those corruption blobs behind them. That was it. All right, picked up a trophy for clearing my first corruption zone. I'll take it. That was, I mean, I kind of feel OP with this spear right now, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of brute forcing everything with it, but it's a good time. It's a good play style. I'm having fun. So let's take a look here. Yep. I'm already fearing my resource pack being being over full again.
Maybe that's what drives the machines mad. Might find a way to use it someday.
All right, so we're only 320 yards away from this cauldron thingamajig, so let's go take a look. Again, guys, thanks for taking the time to check out the stream tonight. If you want to engage with me, like I said not too long ago, hit me in those comments. Let me know what your thoughts are, and take a look at some of my videos that I've posted. And unfortunately, I probably won't have one up this week unless I decide to do a quick video on Lost Judgment's trailer, because oh my god, I am pumped for that. And I think every gamer out there kind of wins with a new franchise being kind of spun off the Yakuza series and developing its own identity. Let's do it. Do a quick save here. These are just your standard grazers, so no corruption here. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shoot them in their gas tanks anyway, because it's fun. So satisfying. All of the experience popping up on the right-hand side of my screen is, I could just sit here all day. Wow. That is so satisfying. And again, it's very Killzone-y, and I love that. They carry through certain aspects of the Killzone series in this game, but it's a third world open world game. It's a third person open world game. And I love I mean, like, even the way the combat plays out, the weight that's behind it, and just that slight delay and you know, just that impact that you feel from the momentum and the kinetic energy. It's just a very different feeling type of combat system, and it's just weighty in a way that only Guerrilla games are, but it's not a hindrance. It's not something that is a struggle to get used to. It's just something that makes you feel like a complete and total badass always. So like that dodge there from that corrupted, I think it was a grazer, that I mean, it was awesome. And here I am at 35, and many other games having very clearly lost a step or two. Kind of like, I mean, not that I was ever a professional gamer, but, you know, kind of like, you know, you see athletes who get older and they struggle to get the same kind of contracts and they lose a step. I'm noticing in competitive games that's starting to happen. In some single-player games, I'm not as sharp as I used to be. This game does a really good job of making me feel like I've not lost any of that. And it's all to do with kind of how they've built out the combat system and kind of that iconic guerrilla game style and feel. I'm gonna cook a turkey for dinner here. Give me 1 second. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna make it hard. All right, yeah, I'm gonna light you on fire, buddy. Made me work for it. All right. I need to pick up. I need to pick up some boar bones. So if I can find a boar, that would be great. But we're coming up on this cauldron area, and I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited about it. There's a fox, and in honor of Ghost of Tsushima, I'm going to let it live. No, I'm not. That's not how things work. Cauldron Sigma. All right. Let's hit a manual save here. Let's see where we're at. Okay, 1057, 236, level 4, level 3. I thought I was scrolling my way down through all of these. Let's start at this one, third one down, and let's see what time we're at here. I think we're probably close to 12 hours. I just started playing the game. Yeah, I'm at 11 hours and 3 minutes. Hard to believe. Putting in some work. It's especially impressive, I think. Maybe not impressive, but it's especially surprising. Rather, that sounded super arrogant. I'm impressive. I'm impressive with myself. Yo, turkey, die. You die. Even killing wildlife in the game is fun.
This must be the cauldron Drow was talking about. There's gotta be a way somehow.
We also want some. I don't know what that was, but it didn't feel good. No, it didn't. Oh. I got a little coffee. I just got a little bit coffee. Just a little bit. Just a scotch. Let's see. I'm going to try to use a trap for the first time here. Great. Alright. Wrong button. Dude, this knockdown is just, it's so OP. But it's good. Alright, so I got, some work to do when it comes to maybe being maybe a little bit more stealthy than that. That was a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, just because of the sheer amount of enemies and apparently the ability to be shot from a distance with what reminds me of a plasma rifle from Doom Eternal. And I gotta be honest with you, now I'm thinking about Eternal and how great that game is. If you've not played it, it is the best first-person shooter that has come out in ages. I think it's probably the best shot in the arm for that genre in well over a decade. So can't recommend it enough. Check it out. All right. Let's see here. 37 out of 50. This resource pouch is actually holding up pretty well. What is this?
Quite a door.
This looks like that door from back in that cave. You can open it up with an override. All right. Liking that. I do like that. I mean, this is... Guys, I gotta start streaming in 4K. This is just... the shades of blue and kind of how it's just glimmering off of every piece of her armor and her weapons and stuff. It's just... I mean, like I said before, going from this to this is just such a cool contrast. I really didn't expect to dig it this much. I'm into this. Let's see what's inside. Oh, this is sick, man. This is interesting. Let's see what we got in here. I have no idea what to expect here, and that's a great feeling. Go this way. I think I will take a look around here.
This looks promising.
Sure does. This is a pretty neat side quest. I like this. This is definitely one of the more unique feeling side quests. The other ones have some...
Light. It's like this entire place is part of some huge machine. But who made it?
The answer to that question better not be her mother. Like I said in my first or second stream, if it turns out that she's really not human or she's part machine, I'm going to check out completely and totally mentally. I will still play because the game's fun, but that would be not cute. I mean, I'm just gawking at the beauty of this. This looks awesome.
That thing looks like a triangular pipe. What's it for?
Damaging a vent creates a stealth area. Give me any reason to use my spear.
If I need it.
Ooh, what am I gonna need? Yo, what am I gonna need cover for? I like the little music here too, like the sound effects. They go boom. All right. I'm interested. This is cool. I'm really glad I decided to do this tonight on stream and not go off somewhere else. Let's see what we got here. Whoa, what is that? I do not like that. I don't like that sound. Hello? Oh, it's just a launcher. Okay, that's not bad. How do I kill you? Die! No? Okay. Oh well. I do really want to know what...
Components around. I wonder where.
Oh, mushrooms. What are they doing down here? So we got kind of like an ecosystem going on where there's... Is this processing? What is going on? This is all Transformers. I'm gonna try to be stealthy.
Okay, Aloy, now what?
Oh! I thought I couldn't see me if I was in that cloud. Alright, guess I'm just gonna have to poke you in the face with my spear. Or just get knocked over. One or two. I kind of wish there was a maybe not a lock-on system, but something a little bit. It's kind of hard free aiming at times, but especially in enclosed spaces, it's really not a problem on the outside. But that was actually far more difficult than I was expecting. Right there, I got to do better. I'm still getting used to this wheel as well. I got to start using traps and making sure I know what's mapped to my D-pad. Do I have... Let me see if I have any additional skills here that I can use. I do. I've got 2 points. Let's see if there's anything... I think there was one here that would allow me to pick up unused traps. I think that'd be really helpful. Let's see. Lift heavier. I will definitely be picking that one up at some point. Completely silent. That might be a good one. Strike from above. That might be worth picking up also. Used ranged weapons while balancing on ropes. I'm not really interested. What's this one? Fighting back. Yeah, so I've never really been into abilities that, especially ones that cost a lot like this here. I will not be spending 3 points on abilities that are, well, if you're really low health, you'll do extra damage. I've never found much value in that, and I know that there are entire gamers, communities of gamers, or many gamers out there. I don't know if there's communities for this specifically, but people that will intentionally make builds so they're constantly on low health to do more damage. That I'm just not good enough to do that. So, yeah, well, I guess we'll get this medicine pouch up for now. That would work. And we'll save that point for something else. Let's get back to this cauldron thing. I'm really intrigued by what's going on in here. Is there something back here showing me? What's this? Oh, that's a tagged enemy. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, okay. It's good to know that ruins my day. feels very Control-esque, just aesthetically in here. Like right here feels like the Foundation DLC from Control a little bit. Which, by the way, Control is also another game that you might want to look into if you haven't played it yet. I struggled with it for a while. I thought it was like a solid 7 to a 7.5, and then it grew into a 9.5. I absolutely love that game, and it's one of the few ones I bothered to get a platinum trophy in, and I was still playing it. I've probably said that before, so those of you who are watching are probably rolling your eyes like, I know we know, Bauer. You've told us 1,000,000 times. I don't got a lot in my life to be proud of outside of these minor things. Okay, I should probably take that back, considering I have a wife and 2 beautiful kids. That I did not mean. I have more in my life to be proud of than I ever thought that I could be, but when we're talking video game accomplishments, I got some feathers in my cap. I just take the whole statement back. Yeah. I'm just talking out of my bum. Alright. So we're picking up new resources in here. They're still going into my medicine pack, which is fine, but is that a magnetic network uplink? Console of unknown design may be vulnerable to military. Okay, something like to override.
That thing near the gap. What does it do?
What does it do? Who is your daddy? And what does it do? I really do like this override device. It's pretty sweet. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I know it's essentially just a bridge, but I still like that. I'm looking right now on my screen, and the quality is nowhere near as awesome as it looks on the screen. It's driving me nuts. I hope it looks good for you guys. I hope you're enjoying it at least. It looks like we've had some people hanging around, so thank you for that. Most appreciated. All right. We'll definitely need to go in there. Let's see if there's anything down here I can pick up. Looks like that was the area I was down at before, so it's just bringing me back up top. Getting a little bit of a Destiny vibe in here, too. I mean, very obvious comparisons there, but... Pick up these hallucinogenic mushrooms. The entire game was a trick. And that would be some kind of plot twist right there. Ooh. Okay, I thought there was something there. Nope. I mean, this override device is satisfying. I like it. I like that it's part of your spear. Let's take our time here. What do we got?
It looks like those flying machines move components around. Might be able to take me somewhere.
Yep. I like this. This is like next level crazy stuff. Well, can't aggro them and can't blow up the canisters, so that's good to know. Let's go ahead and use this Last of Us style crafting. There we go.
Keep that for later.
So I actually don't think I picked up on what she was saying here. Do I need to jump up here? Is that what's going on? It's yellow. Yep, okay.
Might regret this.
This is cool. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. This is neat. Man, this is yeah, I mean this, you know, it just feels really fresh. It's such a different type of concept than other things that are out there. I need to figure out how to get all these resources that I'm just kind of haphazardly floating past. Should I drop on one of these or what?
I've got as far as this thing will take me.
Okay. Nice. Didn't know if I could drop off or anything there. I'm glad I wasn't able to do that because I probably would have died. Alright. So it looks like we're heading up this way. Oh. Bad. If I can go down there without getting hurt. Looks like I can. I love that I'm getting all these resources in here. I really want to know what's going on in this place. Looks like there's enemies that are corrupted here. Are they corrupted? Is that what they are? They're corrupted. That's why they're... These enemies see me, like, instantly, man. They don't mess around. Yeah. Ouch. You know what? Where's my, Yeah, come on down. Just chilling. Whoa, what is that? Watchers can fire distance shots? Did not know that. Alright. I can't climb up. Oh, I guess I can climb up right here. So that's... Oh, I didn't know you could slide until right now. Sweet. Up. I wonder if I can take these things out in one shot like you. Yeah, so that's what I gotta be doing. Alright. I'll not use there's some traversal issues there. Again. I'm sure I'm sure that if I had been doing that it'd be a little bit easier, but I'm just stubborn, man, because it's so satisfying to use the spear, but the bow feels great too. I mean, pretty much every aspect so far at combat is really, really nice.
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
Yep, I agree. Okay, drop. Oh, it's fair. Playing a little bit too much Ghost of Tsushima here lately. I keep pressing circle to drop instead of square. It's kind of tough. You guys ever play multiple games in the same genre, but there are different buttons? How are these guys seeing me? I need to work on stealth. Holy crap. I don't know what that is, but I do not like it. Oh, it's a level 18 shell walker. Yeah, don't want to mess with that. Let's, I don't have any skill points. Okay, well, looks like I'm just going to have to stomp my loud ass right through the heart of this cauldron. And to be fair, that girl did tell me a bunch of times, don't tell me I didn't warn you. Should have listened. Alright, let's take a look at what we just picked up here. Shell Walker. Prioritize protecting its cargo above all else, utilizing its energy shield and ranged shock attacks. So it's a crab machine. Crab battle. Colonel. Alright. I've got to start using these vents for cover, but when I used them earlier, I was a little bit, I guess, too loud. Gosh, I can't go anywhere without these enemies picking up on me. This guy coming down to look for me.
I thought they'd go on forever.
Me too. Alright. Might help if I tag some of these enemies so I know where they're at all times. What do we got here? A vent. Duct of unknown origin, vulnerable to impact. Oh, sweet. So I guess I just shoot this from a distance. And I didn't think of that before because it might as well be a Monday. So I guess these vents are, you know, not using these vents are partly why these enemies are seeing me so quickly. Yep, so that's already been used. So that bridge is up. I wish I could just climb. Can't do it, so let's just go this way. Hit that vent from here. No.
They're scanning for me.
Someone see me? What's on me? Nothing to see here. Just, Oh, I missed. Why? Alright, you know what? This is not good. I'm gonna throw up a bunch of random traps for no rhyme or reason. There we go. Watch him come up. Watch him come down to the left here. There we go. That's the level 18 thing I cannot miss. Nope. 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 Let me switch up here to this car just slaying them all with the shotgun. Get these guys on my booty. Oh dear Lord. This is no joke. Oh dear Lord, this is no joke. That's a shield. I'm running for my life. This is intense, and I really like that it's intense. That was horrible. It's okay. I did 20 damage. Uh-oh. I died. I got smoked. So this cauldron is not easy in any way, shape, or form, and my stealth is absolute duty. This is going to be extremely difficult. It says it's a level 8 quest, but this feels far more difficult. I guess I could have just sprinted to the front, but I kind of want to pick up all this stuff. So that's not really going to be an option for me because I'm a greedy bastard. I mean, it would be helpful if I didn't, you know, if this didn't aggro everything in the entire cauldron, but I mean, maybe what they're looking for me to do here is just get by stealthily and that be it. Pick up whatever cargo you can on the way out, but it's going to be a risky shot. I said that. Oh well, it happened. Sorry. One down. Take our time. Take our time. Okay. Really? I mean... Alright. I really do not like the traversal. It's just driving me crazy. Come on, Aloy. Get up there. Alright. I guess I gotta get on these. Wait. Come on. Nope. You do not see me. I'm just chilling. Okay, good. That would have sucked. What is going on? I am getting annoyed. Yeah. 2 down. All right. Woo, give me some mushrooms. All right. Box. All right. I wish I could jump off. I guess I can't. I can only drop. There's no ability to kind of jump and speed things up. Pick this up. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Alright, let's go up this way and see where we're headed. Yeah, I do kind of want to know what these are. I want to know what's going on down here. Got my attention, Horizon. Don't blow it. I mean, there's just so many boxes that I could be picking up. I'm going to get greedy and I'm going to aggro that level 18 that's going to one-shot me. I can deal with some watchers. I can't deal with right now those shell walkers. That's not gonna fly. comes that shell walker. Highlight the track. Okay, so it looks like he just walks in a big circle there. I'm just going to make my way around. Looks like there's a climbing spot over this way. Definitely want to pick up some of that loot, but it's risky, man. I like the risk reward of this. It's just a shame the traversal isn't better, but the risk reward of this, I do like that. Because if I die, I go back to the beginning. I mean, I don't mind that, so it's kind of a nice nice system. I can't get a shot. I'm not even gonna mess around with it. That shell walker right there. I'm really kicking myself for not picking up that from above ability, because I'd be able to just jump down on this dude and wreck his game. But unfortunately, I can't really do much. Oh, my good God. Seeing all of those lights go up into yellow is intense. I mean, the distance that they can see your character from is concerning.
Red light means trouble.
Thank. How did I miss? How did I miss? No. You don't see me. Can I just get a shot? Give me a shot. There we go. There's one. Okay, that shell walker's aggroed. I'm not. Holy Shinto. You think, Aloy? You think maybe that's what's happening here? Alright, it's time to run for my life. You are certainly taking your time, aren't you? You are certainly taking your time, aren't you? Are you telling me this is a dead end? Really? Is this if this is a dead end, I'm going to be so annoyed. Okay. Alright. So, I hid behind this pointy...
Pass the test.
Okay. Alright. We're good. We're good for the moment. Maybe that's a safe spot. I'll have to keep that in mind because I'm not done.
Gonna need this.
Yep, sure am. I've not noticed any kind of benefit from using these vents. It talks about this will keep you from... It talks about this will keep you from being seen, but yet I've got all these yellow question marks where people are like, what's going on? Not much. Just... hanging out. I gotta pick these off one at a time. See how that's going? I mean, he's not looking this way, but his light's changing colors, and I just feel like at any moment they're just gonna turn and look at me, and instantly I'm gonna be back on the run. There's that shell walker. I gotta keep an eye on at all times. So we're gonna roll with stealth in here. This is a little bit too much. Unfortunately, but that's fine. I mean, hopefully I can come back here later and... Oh, gosh, are you kidding? That aggro... Oh, come on! This is just... Get out of there. Roll. Dodge spam! Especially when it looks like whenever you're blinded, you can dodge spam and avoid that slow walk, which will be helpful. And it looks like okay. Let's get a not a shock bomb, but a.
Here we go again.
Oh, I got him with the shot. Is that shell walker up here? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Of course it is. Hey. Okay. Looks like I gotta go right over here to the right. So at least he walked away and I got this guy with him. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want to take this thing down, man. I want to take down the shell walker Just to say I did. It's level 18. It's probably super risky. I'm going to have to be somewhat clever, which is already a challenge for me. So I'm sure many of you picked up on. But I'm going to have to pick up... yeah, I'm going to risk it. I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. But I'm going to. Because I'm dim. I think I could take it, man. If I figure out kind of a loop around in this area, jump this way, and I guess I could go through this direction if I really wanted to. Let's see what we got here. Body strength. Lightning. Oh yeah, it's got that range attack lightning gun. Let's see what they say in the notebook here in this machine catalog. I can't remember. Machine components, metal, yeah. So what is... I guess from my standpoint... Oh no! Wrong button! Ghost of Tsushima almost got me killed.
For a few minutes.
Woo! Okay. I may have just changed my mind. May have just changed my mind after that. Yeah. So I do like that I can take note of where its track is and, put traps in its path. I think I'm going to have to... The only thing is, like, my melee is where all of my damage is going to be done. Because I have not upgraded this bow really at all. So if I'm going to lay traps in its side and then go and, hit at it while it's down, I got to make sure that I'm doing that in a way that makes sense. No. Okay. Let's say, how do I get over there? You know what I might do? I might go across up here, see if there's a save point or an auto save or something, and then come back and try. Because if I have to redo this whole section again and lose all this loot and all my progress, I am going to drink bleach. So, and don't do that, kids. I'm just joking. We've got people out there that do this kind of stuff thinking it's funny. Also, don't dry scoop. If you're going to be doing protein stuff, don't dry scoop it. I can't believe I'm having to say this, but I've seen that's kind of like a new thing now. All right, let's see. So I'm picking up all this. Yeah, I'm picking up all this loot. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't have a good general sense of how... No, I can't. I keep forgetting I can't climb unless they're yellow. All right. Okay, well, here's at least the zip line. That's the thing. Let's see if that'll take me over here and I'm gonna climb up. I really gotta pay attention to get out of here. Looks like I'm gonna head up over here. Yep. Okay. I do like the waypoint system kind of showing me the path. This is the way.
Almost to the heart.
Yeah, I just gotta get out of there at this point. I'm happy with that. I don't have a sense of, how difficult that a level 18 versus a level 13 in my case is going to be. Some games, 1 or 2 levels, especially open world games where their gating is behind enemy levels, which are just 1 or 2 higher than you. I mean, look at your Assassin's Creed of the world, your Assassin's Creeds of the world. If there's an enemy that's a level or 2 higher than you, they're extremely difficult. Last thing I want to do is risk, that entire section, go and try to take out that shell walker, lose it all because it's 5 levels too high, and what the hell am I trying to do? Trying to fight an enemy that difficult at this point, if that's the case. I mean, if I just have to be smart and I have a realistic chance of putting it down, and I just need to have, be smart with how I do it. That's one thing, but I don't have an interest right now in ruining this because I want to wrap up the stream.
Never know when I might need these.
15 minutes or so. Yeah, picking up some metal shards. And again, if I can go back, I think I will. Ooh, what do we got over here? I do really like these triangular containers. It seems like we're getting some different things from them, and fun to be picking up. Okay, that's yellow. Good. I was gonna say, in mid jump, I'm like, nothing's yellow, but it was. All right. This looks like some kind of crazy mech here. Wonder if I can pilot something later. I'm sure I can. And in fact, I'm going to guarantee that she'll be piloting some type of mech or some type of machine later on in the game, and that is a-okay with me. I probably should be looking for data points in here. Discharge pylon. Energy emission tower of unknown design. Oh, what do you know? Something else. A fire bellow back. It's a friendly machine. Really? Okay, now that I'm happy about.
This is how machines are made.
Moving out of lights.
Moving out of light.
Yes.
There are signals coming from all over the place.
What's this? Alright. What am I doing here? How do I get down? Let's see. Oh, just repel. Should probably take this moment to survey my surroundings a little bit. Override the core. Okay. Make sure I got all the watchers accounted for. Sure looks like it. Very upset about that. So that's something else here too, right? So a kind of another little nitpick here that I've got. You have to be standing directly in front of something for it to prompt. And if you move even an iota, it will disappear. In that case, it severely hurt me because R2 to repel. I moved a little bit. I pressed R2, did an attack instead, and fell off. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Let's continue. This is cool. This is very cool, though. I mean, I really do. I really like the aesthetics in play here. It's got my interest. I'm having fun. It's intense. I died once, so I finally died, so that's cool. Nope. Don't mind me. Just hanging there. I've got some pogs I can do. Just leave me alone for a minute. Ooh, purple. What we got in here? Plus 43% fire coil. I should probably take a look at these modifications and attempt to use them here at some point. Might be a bad idea. Hello. I freaking missed because of the environment. I fell down the steps. That's fine. Get better at aiming up, so. I can use my spear! And man, when you pull that thing out and the rumbling on your controller, it's so satisfying. Alright. So I've taken them down. Starting to get pretty good at handling those. Although I struggled there in that tunnel for obvious reasons, right? You've got apparently ranged attacks and also tight environment. And I panicked. Let's not forget that part. I blatantly panicked. So let's see. Where am I going here? Where am I going? Here looks like it. Maybe one. No. Yes. No. Okay. What do I need to override? Something I need to override. What is it? Let's take a gander. Okay, I got it now. Actually, let's start with this one. Let's start with this one. There's that prompt thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here and just don't mind me. Oh my goodness! That scared the crap out of me. There he goes. Oh, this is not good. Guys, I can tell you right now, this is great. doing here other than trying to... Let me... This is brutally difficult at this point. Oh, but hey, that's fine. There's like 16 watchers. Why don't they make it a little bit... Why don't they make it a little bit more difficult on me? Clearly, I don't have enough difficulties here. Let's see if I can de-aggro. My goodness, that's intense. Is this thing just... You know what? Let's see if I can shoot this sack on it. Nope. So that statement wasn't well thought out. Oh God. So I'm not seeing any movement over here. I'm getting stuck on the damage line. Super annoying fight. Really annoying fight. And maybe it's because I don't know what I'm doing yet, but that was really, really not cool. I got stuck on the environment with all the little, like, different craggies that are in there. God, I gotta start all the way back up here. And it doesn't keep your, looks like it doesn't keep your damn notebook entry, so I gotta rescan this thing.
This is how machines are made.
So the weakness is a cargo sack. Okay.
There are signals coming from all over.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be banging my head up and just trying to brute force this for the next probably 20 minutes. This is, and there's no point in killing those watchers that are down there because another 30 pop up. So at least this time I will. Actually, let me see if I can't modify. I guess I got those fire modifications. That'll probably at least help here with some damage. So let's modify outfits. 18. Oh, at least I can resist freeze. Oh my god, come on, man. 5% resist melee attacks. I might as well, right? Why not? Pop them on. Let's see. Modify weapons. Tripcaster, still a green. 30% shock coil. Why not? Let's roll with the Karja sling. Let's see. Can't modify. Traps and potions. Herbal remedies used for healing. I guess I can't. Oh, I can craft. Okay, I can craft more potions. That's good. Health boost potion. Boost health by 150. That's good. I didn't know what that did. Brew made from animal extract. May be used to restore and heal or boost health beyond full for a short period of time. Thank God. Oh, I don't have the necessary resources. Needed the fatty meat that I dropped earlier to make more room in my resource pouch, so it's kind of on me. Traps, detonating blast. Yeah, we'll use a detonating blast here. So, let's see, resist fire potion. That's going to be extremely helpful. I'll craft up 6 of those bad boys. Let's. Okay, so note to self, my thoughts on resistance potions being poopy, not accurate. All right, let's get this party started. I really don't like how easy it is to kind of get stuck. I'm just kind of in these different areas, but that's not going to be good. We'll be fine. I do like that this is challenging, but man, I was not prepared for this level 18, and like I don't even know how many watchers to appear after I overhead here. So I want to take these out from up here first, because I guess 2 less is better than none, right? So I really probably should have invested in that overhead strike. dear God. No. So it doesn't look like shock's going to be the way to go. Oh, or maybe it is. Maybe it is. Oh, crit hit, crit hit, crit hit. Yes, yes. I crit hit the wrong thing, but that is A-okay with me. Let's go, let's go. Do your life, Aloy. Do your thing. Oh, I'm stuck. No. All right. I am very much into this now, even though I'm probably still doing that. You just. So it looks like Crouch is going to help here significantly. Stay behind the barrier. This is such a cool feeling, man, because it's just requiring me to stay calm and be smart with how I'm using the environment and all that good stuff. Let me get this Carja sling out yet again. Craft up some more of these electrical ones because they are. This Carja sling, man, is where it's at, let me tell you. Oh, get out of here, Watchers. Get out of here. Get that off. Crit, crit, crit. Yes. Right on the most. Oh, I'm stuck on the environment again. No! Alright. I'm good. Yo, I'm gonna throw a rock. Joke. Get that health up. Alright. Oh my dear God, that's a lot of fun. Holy crap, that. Should probably use a fire potion. Yo, that ain't cool, man. I'm supposed to go down there. Shot, jump. These Watchers are serious again. Don't freaking die. I gotta get them down first. Classic AoE. Or classic ads, right? Rather. Classic ads, okay. Craft up some more of these. Good. Let's take this Watcher out here, shall we? It's definitely not at all what I was trying to do, because I'm panicking. This guys, the combat in this is so freaking good. It's so good. All right. I got that poop-eating grin on my face, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's just you and me, buddy. Now I can do like that slow badass walk. You know what's going on. Sure did. Crit. Pop down the trap, let him bum rush me. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. Oh, and all the different colored loot popping out. And oh man, that was. Yeah, I'm gonna pause that and hop into Bauer Babble here. That was amazing. That was fun. My hands are sweating, okay? Not the first time if you're watching this stream for the first time that this has happened, but I mean that was awesome. I'm borderline speechless. Just kind of from that first run, not expecting, 20 Watchers to show up and then this giant level 18 mofo to come out and start tossing fire at me and all that, having to craft, right? Instead of it being something, yeah, you can craft stuff, you really don't need it unless it's ammo. Nope. Needed resistance potions, needed health potions, needed the full gambit to turn the tide in my favor. But, you know, going from that state of, oh, I got stuck on the environment, I'm annoyed, that kind of thing, to my second run, picking up on what I need to do, it being, man, that felt gritty. That was a scrap, right? Pun intended. That was a scrap. Absolutely loved that. This side quest has been phenomenal. That was just my moment right there of the night. I appreciate whoever the three of you guys are, or gals who are checking this out. And again, those of you who tune in later, thank you for taking the time to check this out. But that was a cool moment, man. I might have to start streaming this on a nightly basis, because I said I'm going to stream it. I said I'm going to stream the entirety of it. And we've seen that the PlayStation 5 streaming capabilities from the system itself are utter poop, just like the console itself. Again, if you don't have a PlayStation 5 right now and you're frustrated by it, yeah, you're not missing out on much. Video soon coming in onto YouTube for that on my channel about, you know, kind of the crappy nature of PS5 at the moment and how you're really not missing out on much. But no, that was freaking sweet. Loved it. I feel accomplished. I feel good. I got a smile on my face and I can't wipe it off. I probably should have attacked that enemy's back as well. I kept focusing on a part I think I destroyed, and it took a little bit longer maybe than it needed to. But I love that, like, every fight I get in this game with a new enemy, or even a new mixture, right, of enemies I fought before, but like the dynamics change. Like Watchers on their own, if I was just fighting a few Watchers, not a big deal. Throwing them in as ads in that boss fight completely and totally changed what should be a low-level enemy that you can handle easily into something that was a legitimate, genuine nuisance that really put me in danger. Oh man, I feel that was such a satisfying fight. I feel great. Let's hop in. Let's hop back in here for a couple minutes. I'm going to shut down the stream here shortly because it's afternoon and I got to work early in the morning. But let's see what we got. Hold to search for the fire bellow bag. Don't mind if I do. Plus 40% freeze coil. Again, like I said earlier, like those little dinky, you go in from a 2.5% modification to a 5%. Not feeling that, but like a 25 to a 40%, that feels good. So I'm happy to pick that up. That feels meaningful. That's something that, like a Fallout 76, for instance, you'll have a significant boss fight, or you'll have, like, you know, in your raid, and you'll get something totally useless. I'm glad to see that the loot dropped from enemies here in boss fights are worth your time and are meaningful. And then we're going to override the dead center of the room and see, I guess, how we get out. So let me just make one last pass here to ensure that I'm not forgetting anything. I'm going to make sure I pick up everything that's in here. That kind of makes me want to go back and fight that, that crab-looking thing, but we'll come back another time. I'll do that another time. I'm not really worried about that at this point. Let's see. Anything else that I've missed before I override this room? It looks like they've either refilled these containers following the boss fight, or maybe I just straight up started the boss fight instead of picking these up, which is probably the smart way to go. Harbo, glad you're loving it. Best part is it only gets better. Harbo, don't tell me these things. I can't handle that right now, man, because I'm just kidding. Of course, that sounds awesome, man. Everything this game has showed me so far is, you know, regardless of some lumps and some warts, it is absolutely way more than the sum of its parts. It feels unique. It's satisfying. It makes me feel like a complete and total badass, and it's just a completely, totally different concept. One that, as I mentioned, I thought that I would hate, but one I'm coming around on big time. I mean, this is just been nothing short of a stellar session. I can't word it any other way. It's been absolutely stellar tonight. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Thanks for checking out the stream, man. I appreciate it. How you doing? How's life, man? Let's see what this does to the game. I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's gonna open up the exit.
Information with different machines.
Woo, what a trophy.
This will help me overwrite them.
First core overridden. Nice solid skill point of 4,000 XP. And by it saying first, it makes me feel like there's more of these to do. And if that's the case, I'm over the moon. I'm over the frickin' moon. So let me head back into my skills here, and I'm going to pick up that overhead. That would have been really helpful. So I died twice in that cauldron. I'm really happy that I died twice. I was really annoyed at first when I died in that boss fight because I got stuck on the environment. And I hate that. I hate when that happens. But no, that was good. So this overhead attack, yeah, the strike from above costs 2 skill points. That's going to be worth picking up. And look at the distribution here between Prowler, Brave, Forager, and Traveler. I've found uses for each one of these trees rather than being funneled down one. And you know, I mean, this kind of casting a bit of a wide net. It still feels meaningful, and it also feels like you could build your Aloy different from a lot of other characters, and your builds are going to be obviously limited because there's going to be that overall emphasis on, you know, for the most part, your stealth and your bow and those kinds of things. But I mean, I really like what I'm seeing here also from a skill standpoint. So let's go ahead and pick that up. That's going to be, I definitely could have benefited from having that in that cauldron. That takes me right back to the top. And I'm picking up some more, oh, I love picking up files, man. I love picking up files, whether it's text, whether it's audio, all of that. I've always been a big fan of that. So what I essentially do, guys, I shut down the stream and then I'll read through these before I leave for the night, or maybe before I start a stream, I'll kind of start the game up and just read through these so that I'm not sitting here and you guys are just sitting there on the other side, like, you know, as I'm sitting there reading a book. But I do love picking up these files. And I really liked picking it up from the long neck, which is just such a cool take on just your standard, you know, open world towers, except it's moving and you get a foul from it when you rappel down and free it from its corruption. And again, that right there, that dichotomy from coming out of this like highly advanced area back out into that tribal Stone Age like world. I have chills, guys, on my arms. I don't know if you can see that, but that is epic, man. That is epic. So let's get to a fire and a campfire here, and you know, see if there's anything I can craft up quickly, and
stocking up.
We'll go ahead and have final words and shut down the stream for the evening. Man, I gotta get that 4K streaming going though. This is just. Oh, is that a boar? I need boars. Yo, boar. What up? All right. Let's get the bow out. Oh, you can slow down time in the air. Yes. That will never get old. I just realized you could do that.
Fresh as it comes.
Luck of the boar. Okay, so that must be one of the green check marks. They just kind of rolled through and just pressed X. Looks like we got some quests to kill 4 boars. So your typical go kill X amount of monsters. I'm sure there's some fetch stuff in there, but when you're playing a game that's this polished and this fun and this satisfying and this unique and rewarding, there's no. I mean, give me as many of those as I can get my hands on. I also like coming across carcasses from enemies that you didn't kill, that maybe other enemies killed. Like, I would assume that's kind of Monster Hunter World-esque. Yeah, let's set a campfire waypoint. It kind of gives the world a little bit of a more lived-in feel to it, which the game already does a very good job of. But when I just come across random corpses, it makes me wonder, like, what happened here? How did this happen? If I was here with my character, would I have seen it at the time? But it's cool to just kind of come across downed animals or machines and be able to scrap them or to scavenge them. Nice touch. All right, yeah, that's going to be a manual save. So within a week, I mean, it's just, I mean, that speaks volumes. I mean, I think that's pretty much all that we need right here to look at is within a week, I've put 12 hours into the game. Not even a week. Has it been a week? Yeah, I guess it's been just over a week. 12 hours in, still very early on. So let's hop into Bauer Babble to end the night. I would give this session a 9.8. There were some frustrations, but none of them were enough to really take away my enjoyment. There were some, some annoyances with, prompting, you got to be right in front of something. In that first battle, I fell off something because instead of repelling, I attacked because the prompt disappeared. Traversal remains a royal pain in a lot of ways. And, there are some other things that I've talked about at length tonight and in other streams from a negative perspective, but none of them matter. Yeah, they can be annoying from moment to moment here and there, but it doesn't detract at all from the overall experience. Far too often I find reviewers and critics and journalists, as they call themselves, which they're really not, they'll talk, they'll talk about those things and then they'll just focus and hone in on them. It's one thing to talk about them and mention them like I've been doing, right? It's another thing to totally ignore the positive aspects of a game, especially when they so overwhelmingly override those negative aspects and not speak to them. You see kind of a lot of that going on. So with other games out there, but I just can't say enough positive things about what I've seen so far. The end of this session was right up there with anything that I've played in the last couple of weeks from a moment standpoint. Like, that boss fight was awesome. And I've had some really cool moments in the last couple of weeks in some RPGs that I've been playing. Ghost of Tsushima had some incredible moments. The fact that I continue to mention this game in the same breath of Ghost of Tsushima, and not only in the same breath as it, but as it's standing tall with it, pretty much as its equal, I don't think anything else I can say would be more positive than that. I'm so happy I'm playing this. I'm so happy that you guys pushed me to play this. And I feel like by everything that I've seen so far, I'm going to come out eating a lot of crow at the end, and just, that's what it feels like this is heading towards. Still very early, still could wear off, right, over the course of 100 hours or more, but I just don't feel that's going to be the case because, as you mentioned, Harbo, the game's going to continue to get better. Everything is good with me. Thanks for asking. Playing Returnal and it's hard as F. Would like a save feature. Yeah, they need to add that. I've heard wonderful things about it. I've heard some negative things about it. Unlike in this game, where those negatives are more nitpicks than anything, or things that might detract a bit from the experience, but won't overall mar it or even blemish it. Returnal not having a save system and some of the bugs that have been reported certainly is significant and some very serious issues that they need to iron out and get fixed for players, especially those who are paying $70, right, for that game. You gotta fix those things, right? If they decide, hey, part of our design philosophy is we're going to require 4 or 5 hour runs or 2 or 3 hour runs for players, and we're not going to do a save feature, fine, right? Maybe not the most popular decision, but you can't, in that case, have bugs, right? And I don't think that there's any reason any single game, especially on next-gen consoles, should be dominating your system. And by that, I mean requiring you to be only playing that game or using that application in order to in order to use it. It essentially locks you out from your entire console, and that's very old world thinking. So I am not down with that. But no, I'm glad to hear that you're at least checking it out. Keep me in the loop on what your thoughts are, man. I'll be interested to hear more about it. But yeah, what a just an awesome session tonight. What a phenomenal way to end it. That boss fight was so satisfying. It got me on the edge of my seat. You guys saw when I won my reaction. I'll probably go in a video on my first update on how I feel about this. I'll probably put that in there because it was just, yeah, that was a moment, guys. We had a moment there, and I'm thrilled that you guys were here along for the ride. Thanks again for taking the time to support me, to encourage me, for checking out the stream, checking out the videos. Reach out to me anytime. I mean, I'm going to be streaming this regularly moving forward. Unfortunately, as I talked about at the beginning of the stream and a couple times throughout, I'm going to have to focus. When I stream, I'm going to have to do this whole setup every time because the PS5 just, they're so far behind in areas that there's no excuse for them to be behind in. You can't stream directly from the console and even show your XMB. Still an old limitation hanging around. It feels very intentionally like they blocked it. And also not being able to just simply plug in my third-party webcam. If it's not a Sony PS5 webcam, you can't use it. They intentionally block the functionality. It's inexcusable, especially with the crap quality that camera is at. And I'm not spending $60 on it. I will set up my capture card, these lights. I will set up this microphone, the computer, and launch all of that every time if I have to in order to stream this properly for you. So you've got my word that that's the way that I'll move going forward, because that last stream, I mean, I'm thinking about taking it off the channel. It's that bad. Quality is terrible, and it didn't record anything that I said for 2 hours, despite a perfect mic test going in. So, but that's all stories for another time. I love this game. I'm over the moon playing it, and I found myself thinking about it when I'm not playing it, when I'm at work and stuff. I'm, that's always a sign of a good game, when you're thinking about it when you're not playing it. And this certainly fits the bill. So, yeah, nothing but clear skies here on my side. Nothing but positive vibes, nothing but good things to say. And I'll gather them together. I'll formalize them, and I'll do a first update video here sometime soon on it. Got videos coming on Lost Judgment and Judgment as a whole. Going to talk about Wasteland 3, East 8. Talk about some of the things going on in the industry. I got a lot of content planned. Unfortunately, this week, I don't think I'll be able to get a video out, as I mentioned before, but I will be streaming much more to kind of make up for that and focus this week on that. Thank you guys so much for your time, for staying up late with me. This is BauerKillz. Stay safe, stay healthy, have a great night, and we'll see you here soon on the next stream. Take care, everyone.